Good morning, everyone. We're here for another collective reading. It's the 8/8 portal today. It's very, very early morning, so this is why it's so dark. I just got like a dim light on. I don't like to disturb the light this time of the day. I've just been up and watched the moon go down and did my meditation and my prayers up on the hill here. Yeah, I'm ready for a reading. So, so it's important at this time for the collective to be giving thanks. You can, do your Thanksgiving ritual. Light a candle, present something to the Holy Spirit, and give thanks for all our blessings. Because things are coming to fruition. The other thing is to not get bogged down with negative energy, negative news, because I feel, and this is what's been coming out in a lot of the readings, because like people focusing on the dark things that are happening. So what Spirit's asking us to do right now is to focus on, as a collective, focus on the transmuting of the energy. What we do want and not what we don't want, because this is what we're going to manifest, right? So we want to manifest more love in the world. We want to manifest more harmony, people working together. I had a major win just 2 days ago where I was trying to manifest my boss and their neighbour to find a resolve, because they were in conflict and there was some things that they needed to resolve. So it worked. I managed to get a resolve out of people that wanted to just fight. So now they're in good spirit and with each other and shaking hands and resolve some issues that have been going on for quite a few years. So that was a really good outcome. So that made me happy. So, Spirit's with us, like God's with us. And when we ask, as the collective, and we focus on those things that we want, transmuting negative energies and conflicts between people, to find resolve, Spirit listens, and He'll bring those things to fruition. But if we focus on dark things, or bad things happening to us, or people projecting bad things towards us, we've got to try not to focus on that. Obviously, these things are reality, but we have to be able to transmute that and then keep focused. Don't let it distract us. Don't watch the TV news and all that sort of stuff of what they're telling us is going on. Just focus on what we want in our world. Like what do we want for our children? What do we want as a place to be? We want peace and harmony, and people just to be able to get along with each other, right? So that we can create or recreate our beautiful world, and transmute those negative forces that are destructive. Okay, so let's get a reading. Let's see. The angels are with us. See, it's God that is the big boss, right? Like He guides our angels and our ancestors, our higher selves, our spirit guides. God guides them. He's the boss. He tells them what they've got to do, right? Wishing. He's the one that, at the end of the day, calls the shots, right? And what happens and what doesn't happen. So, yeah. Okay, man. No man kidnapped. Oh my God, why is that coming up? No man. Man is in reverse. No man. No. Kidnapped and spy is in reverse. No man kidnapped. No man is kidnapped. No man kidnapped. Spy in reverse. Love at the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. So the way that came out like that, no man kidnapped. No man is kidnapped. I'm getting it like this. There is no spy. No man is kidnapped. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is saying no man is kidnapped by some spy, right? We are the manifestors. We speak into existence what an outcome may be. Okay? So no man is kidnapped. It is their own choice. We are in control. We make our own choices. So we have to be accountable for that. But love is here, right? So Spirit says love is here. So what we focus on is what we get. No man is kidnapped, you see? We have a river just poked out. It could be something to do with a river. The flow. River flow, and we do have sibling. Sibling and river. A flow of love. No man is kidnapped. Alright, let's see what comes out, shall we? And the 8-8, it's the 8-8 portal today. And we still are in Mercury retrograde, so, communication systems are still, communication can be a little bit dodgy, right? So just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna, let's get our ancestors out. Here we have Ancestor Spirit. we are love. No man is kidnapped, we are love. That's what we allow, right? Flow. Yeah, once we realise that we're in control of our own lives, you know, we will have more. I hope you're hearing me all right. I always speak quieter when it's early morning. So we have, take time out. I know I need it because I've been working hard. Oh damn, I wish I had my glasses. Hang on. Let me see if I can read this. Siesta, recharge and rest. So Spirit's telling us to rest, you know. It has been hard going, like the Spirit's had us working hard. Shine brightly. Shine. Did I show you the card? Let me show you that one. Taking time out. That looks nice, doesn't it? This is what Spirit wants us to do, and to shine brightly like a diamond. Shine your light. Be you and shine your light. And during my meditation too, I was getting a lot of shifts in the throat chakra. You know, like to be able to be open up and release and be oneself, right? That's what the collective has been told to do. Release and heal that. Open up that, see? Open up that throat chakra. It is Mercury retrograde, so you know we have those difficulties in communication. So, yeah, stand out, be proud of your individuality. Yes, this is authenticity, right? Being authentic in your ways, because we are love, we are the collective. And that's what Spirit wants us to bring back to the world, is more love. Answer the call, Spirit said. Right? Spread it out there, more love. Explore, travel and live. Get out there. Yeah, because we are in control of our lives, you know what I mean? Like, we can't sit around and blame other people for what we don't want, because if we just keep doing that and focusing on what we don't want, we get what we don't want. You see what I'm saying? So Spirit is saying, you know, like for the moment, relax. You know, there's no stress. Shine. Be oneself, be one's authentic self, and answer the call. Be out there. So to go out there and be love, right? Because that rubs off more than anything else. And that rubs off, that's what the collective is supposed to be doing, is being out there and being love. It is our choice. Here's one that Spirit just tells me all the time and I still haven't. So, begin writing now. Journaling. Telling the story. Telling your story. Putting that out there, right? The story of love. Create, express, and inspire others to be the same. You understand? we are told to be the open channel from God to the collective to the rest of the world, you see. Mediumship, ancestors and spirits. So we are the voice for our ancestors and our spirits. You know, our ancestor spirits, right? We are the voice. We are the open channel. We relay the messages from God, because God gives orders too to our ancestors, our higher selves. And we are here as the human person here on earth in human form that people can actually experience and see, to actually relay the messages. You understand? Go after your goals. This is fighting the good battle. Fighting the good battle, right? Expressing, persist, encourage and advance. And the way we do that is through the goals that we want to do, being our authentic selves. This is just us being our authentic selves and being expressive, whether that's writing, art, music, those kind of things, because the arts industries, or all expressive industries, architecture or engineering, everything, right, has been hijacked by negative forces and have been promoting destruction and hatred and all kinds of, as we know, destructive energies, negative energies, right? So we have to counteract that with our light energies that we are being directed to express through messages from our ancestors and spirit, receiving from God. Okay? And it just comes through naturally. So that's being the open channel to express love in all kinds of ways, through music. I mean, music has, look at the music industry and the movie industry, and they've been promoting all this, nastiness and, like immoral behaviours and, like gangster shit and, and even, like horror movies with a lot of violence and death and, all that kind of thing. So if you're a creative, the new collective of creatives are coming now to counteract that, to bring more peace and love rather than fear and hatred and immorality. Okay, so let's see what other messages that Spirit is going to bring to us right now. Whole self-health, yeah. Healing oneself, the whole body, health. Concentrate on one's health, because with health, that's expressing love, right? So if we're expressing love to ourselves by treating ourselves well, that's having gratitude. Like gratitude is number one in spreading love, because if we have love for ourselves, we take care of ourselves, and that's having gratitude for our bodies, like giving thanks to God for bringing us to our physical selves. And if we take care of what we have been given in our physical body, and have gratitude, because there's so many people like hate their bodies, they hate the way they look, you know what I mean? This is what you've been given, and this is what we need to be grateful for, is that we've been given a vessel to be in this world, to be able to have the privilege of bringing love to others, right? That's what the collective is here for. And just by being one's authentic self and doing what you want to do, you know, this is why we don't get caught up in a matrix and doing what is expected of us. We do what we want to do, working outside of that. It's not about making money, making lots of money. It's about spreading that authenticity and love, and how to be authentic and express what we really feel. Like, we've all been told to go against how we really feel and what we really want. What is it that one really wants in their life? And a lot of people think, oh, I don't want that, I don't want a partner, or I don't, you know, we have to be authentic and real in, you know, like, because that's how people put up their boundaries, right? Because they guard themselves from being hurt. But if everyone just expressed themselves honestly, with no, you know, like, holding back, and if people were honest with each other, then that's what they will receive, is an honest answer or an honest outcome, you know? People need to express themselves honestly. Okay, so it's time for us though, as individuals in the collective, to just have some time out and relax and be peaceful. See, it rubs off, you know. It's like, you know, walking down the street, smiling, just being at peace, you know what I mean? And that peace, I find every time you walk past somebody and they've got a, you know, a down face and you smile at them and say hello or whatever, you know, and just a smile sometimes makes it, you see, they smile back, you know. It's infectious. If you growl at somebody or you get around with that growly face, you're spreading that growly negative energy, you know. So we want to be at peace, we want to be relaxed, you know. We want to spread that love harmoniously. And it comes with being honest, letting the guard down, right? Letting that guard down, because a lot of the time people are aggressive and nasty because they're vulnerable, they feel vulnerable, you know, so they put up that guard and can be aggressive or sarcastic or nasty because they are guarding their heart. Because most of us have been hurt in this world, you know, we all carry the same pain, you know, and it gets it out of whack. What else do we need to know here? Shining bright like a diamond, shining bright the star. Look at that, see? Shine bright like a diamond, they come out with our shining card. Look how, you see the correlation? Look at the waterfall flowing, you see? Shining brightly, shining brightly. See, look, they've even got the yellow on the faces, and the same sort of thing is reflected, you see? How beautiful is that? So, answering the call. You've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck, flying over the land. Look at that, spreading love. And look at this fruit. It's fruitful, you know. Answer the call. And this is why we've been told also to write our stories or express our stories in some way. It can be in, you know, if you're an artist, spread it through art or in the written word or in music, whichever way possible. Tell your story. Page of Swords. Knowledge. You have the knowledge. Alright? The Knight of Swords, spreading across the land. This is like spreading that knowledge. Look at those. Look, we've got the horse and the birds moving together and just spreading it across the land. This you know, knowledge of love. Peace. How. The knowledge, you know, and what is written, and it's also how one has got to that stage. You know, teaching others how to be that and come out of this regretful energy. The sun's coming up now. I watched the moon going down when I was in prayer and meditation, and the moon was going down. And we've got a lot of fires, a lot of burn-offs going around our area, and so the moon was all like red and shiny like fire. So there's no missed opportunity here, and Spirit's saying miss no opportunity to actually bring this peace. This is not over. Bringing peace and love to the world. How we get there? How did we get there? How did we go through everything we went through and still come out? Is that emotional energy just come from me? Spirit said, yeah. Collective has been through a lot, right? We know that the collective have been through a lot, and this is what's been told. This is the stories that have been told of what the collective have been to, but still have managed to come out with love. That's what Jesus did, right? He went through all that hell, and but still loved in the end. You understand? That's the story. And so the collective have been told to tell the story. I'm feeling all the emotion here. Tell the story honestly, and how you've managed to still come out with love in the heart. Okay, and not become bitter, not become nasty, not retaliated, because we've been listening to God and our ancestors that are being guided by God and the angels that are still of God. Okay, because we've got fallen angels too, right? But that's the point, is that we don't fall out of love. You see what I'm saying? You don't fall out of that love energy and being oneself and not becoming bitter is, sorry, I'm getting all that emotional stuff. Not ending up being bitter and nasty and retaliate. The collective have come out on top because they've stayed in their still loved. And that's what needs to shine bright, is that energy, that love energy, okay? Bob Marley in the back there, one love, see? One love. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. That's what Bob Marley was singing about. And go after our goals, right? Be that channel and go after our goals. Okay, this is not over. We've not missed the opportunities. We've not missed the opportunities. The chariot. We've not missed the boat. We're flying across the countryside, spreading love, baby. We have not missed the opportunity. Somebody's coming towards somebody. This is getting personal now. Somebody, we have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could be divine unions happening as well at this time. Possibly, because, yes, Spirit said, yes. And the candle just went out just then. Yes, it's time for union. Divine unions are falling into place. Somebody's coming towards somebody. This is what's happening. Somebody's no longer juggling. Or they're balancing. Somebody's balancing themselves out of this deception. The deceptions are being balanced. This is balancing out that deceptive energy, the deception that's been all over the world. This is what's balancing out here, like the deception of, you know, this is the thieves, this is the negative forces, the negative energies that stole everything. Those that's stealing souls. This is being balanced out. These are being wiped out. Soul destroying energies. We are counteracting. We're counteracting and bringing the negative and positive energies back into balance. Here we have the King of Wands. We might not, you know, like if you're watching like a lot of the news and whatnot, and we're just seeing all this doom and gloom, this is what they want us to focus on, because this is what we project and this is what will be the outcome. If the majority of people focus on that negative and buy into all the hatred and the fear, right? That's what we will create. So the more and more people, and this is happening slowly in the background, right? Slowly in the background, with the collective, focusing on the positive. No man, it says here, no man is kidnapped. We are in the power. We have the power to bring back the love in the world. Bring back the feminine energy to balance with the masculine energy. So these are the energies that need to be balanced. So with the divine unions coming into being, the masculine and the feminine, those chosen divine beings are going to be the we've got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Will show the rest of the world how to bring love back into relationships, because we know how they've all gone out of whack, right? But this is bringing back the masculine and feminine energy, regardless of gender. It's the masculine and feminine energy within each individual becomes balanced, and then the actual physical unions of masculine and energy, masculine and feminine beings are coming into union. And then that balances out and becomes the conduit for the rest of the world, and then that spreads, right? Yeah. Wow. This is a hell of a message. But at this time it's very, very important. No holding back. No holding back the message. Okay? No more of that. Because, like I know, like for a lot of us, I'm getting all that emotional again. For a lot of us, we have held back who we are to save face, or wait for the divine timing, waiting for that moment when Spirit allows us to be shining or be seen, because we've been like cloaked, right, under I'm not going to say not a false image, but just hidden, right? And not fully expressed because the timing was not right. Until the timing is right for people to be able to receive the collective in their higher power. Because otherwise it wouldn't have been recognised, if you know what I mean. The love energy, the balanced energy of masculine and feminine energy would not have been recognised as being anything important. But now that the time is right, Spirit is saying now is the time to be seen. You understand? In that power, so in your power first, right? This is where we're at. Feminine, masculine energy within the one being, balanced. And then the divine unions will come together to show and be that example, because they're going to be seen, they're going to be the creators, the writers, the artists, the musicians, the screenwriters. All these people are coming, like the new generation of these people are coming into balance to be expressing their stories and how they came to being the same as Jesus did, right? So Jesus, his story was he's still with us now, right? Because it was expressed by the prophets, right? They were given the message to tell of Jesus. This is the same. The messengers are here to tell their story this time. To get to this state of love across the world. That balanced love. And not to be confused with sex, right? Because that seems to have been what happened. People confuse love with sex, and there's no correlation whatsoever. Well, we can express love through sex and procreation, but that is not what love is, right? Okay, the star. Shine bright like a diamond. So we've got a King of Wands coming into being the star. This is a masculine energy who has balanced out his energy, and he is showing himself strength in that strength. He's showing himself in that strength and growth and power. It's eternal, with eternal love for themselves. That is magnificent. And that is so awesome for the masculine energies to get back into their true power. Not drunken, distorted power. We're talking about true divine power with balanced masculine and feminine energy within that one person. You see? Yeah. None of this hot in and out energy. This is a balanced person. Page of Swords, we've got the knowledge. Somebody's got the knowledge. And this is making for a new beginning. Yeah. I'm not going to take those ones. This is the new beginning. And this is global sunshine. The sun is back. The sun is back. Oh my God. Oh. The sun is back. You know, the Son of God is within the collective. You see how he's come back? The Son of God, collective consciousness, Jesus consciousness, has come through the collective. This is Jesus consciousness. You understand? The 144. The 144,000 come back in Jesus consciousness to teach the world how to be balanced in their divine energy with balanced masculine and feminine energy within the one person. And they will come in pairs with their divine masculine in the physical. Masculine and feminine energies in the physical are uniting. That's how they are uniting, because they've become balanced within themselves. Knight of Swords, and they're spreading, let's just come out again, and they're spreading the Word of God. They're spreading Jesus, Christ consciousness across the world. This is Christ consciousness. No more, not bound no longer to the devil or the Queen of Swords in reverse. The cold, no more of this cold energy. Queen of Swords in reverse, this cold-hearted energy that's gone. And the King of Cups in reverse is gone. So, yeah. Okay, no missed opportunity. It's over. So the world cycle, this cycle's ended right here, right now. There's no missed opportunity here. This is amazing. This is an amazing read. The conflict is at the bottom of the deck. People will be conflicted. There will be retaliation. Because, you know, at the end, you know, Spirit said, like, you know, the dark forces will fight to try and knock the collective down off of their throne. But it's not going to happen, because the collective is spiritually protected. Okay, Four of Swords in reverse. We're in a new cycle now. Four of Swords. And it's very, very important for the collective to be expressing themselves openly at this time, because the world is under judgment. Yeah. For the imbalance, the Chariot is here. The Chariot is here. Wow. As the Emperor is also. If the Emperor is in their Chariot, they may be coming towards the feminine. The masculine is balanced. This is the collective in their full power. The Chariot is here. The Emperor energies are coming out. They're coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. La da 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 da. The masculine is here, has arrived. And somebody is very, very sad about this. Why is that? Page of Cups. Or this could be the Emperor being sad about all that has passed. This is reflection. The reflection on the past. Somebody's coming forward with an offer. This is sturdy. This is divine. This is balanced. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Is coming forward with an offer of stability. This is solid. Truth. Let me just check that one. It's coming out. Somebody's bringing in an offer. There's a lie. Somebody still might be lying here. But like I said, there's going to be those that are still going to try and fight these unions. Yeah, like somebody is not. Okay, what is this? Ace of Swords in reverse. Clarify, please, Spirit. Yeah, there's a message. Universe. Message. Sounds like an urgent message. Somebody's somebody may be trying, this is sort of like, yeah, like this is like a last ditch effort to Ten of Swords, the collective, okay? And somebody's telling a lie because they're seeing the strength in the collective, masculine and feminine. So somebody could be coming forward to tell a whole lot of lies before the masculine actually reaches the feminine to give a offer. Somebody's like, the dark energies are trying to get in front to bring negative energy towards the collective, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter which, flip it how it goes. But if somebody comes forward, collective, with a whole lot of negative information about the divine collective, about the masculine, this is coming out as a sword the Ace of Swords in reverse. Because they want to stop these unions. Yeah, because they're too strong. They're too strong. The lovers are here. See? We've got strength and the lovers. See? So they want to stop this. Be aware. Somebody could be coming in with money, a Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody could be saying that somebody's coming in with an offer because they just want money. Or somebody may have actually come in, won a lot of money, won a lot of money, won a lot of money. What is this? Somebody has not got a victory though. Somebody's not independent. What is this? Page. We have a King of Pentacles. This is getting odd. The Page of Wands is coming out as the King of Pentacles. Somebody's... Is this a non-truth? Yeah? There's an injustice. For a Queen of Swords. Could be... Queen of Swords can be, yeah, there's an injustice here. Well, somebody's seen the injustice, somebody's seen the lies. It could be this King of Pentacles, it could be a Capricorn Virgo, or a Taurus. It could be coming towards a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius with this Ten of Pentacles. Somebody passionate about somebody here because they've seen some lies and it made them sad. And they may want to balance this out. Yeah. Let me ask if this is past, if these I'm not sure whether these lies are past energy or new, so I'm just going to ask that question. Wow, there was a lot of energy coming through today. There's no legal matter. No legal matter. What does that mean, Spirit? With the Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. This sad news. Yeah, because that's what I said, wasn't it? This person, I think you've got this sad news. Oh, you know, like they're receiving the story. Oh, wow. I'm going to thank you, Spirit. So this King of Pentacles has received a story. This could also be the Emperor. But it might not be. This could be another person. So a King of Pentacles has received a very sad story that is bound with lies and deception. What is this? Clarify the Two of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Clarify the Two of Pentacles with the sadness of lies. What is this? The Two of Pentacles, his thoughts, right? Is juggling his thoughts. So we have a King of Pentacles juggling his thoughts about these lies and this sad story. it's made him sad. But this has brought about his passion to bring the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Knight of Wands, please, Spirit, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, journey towards, journey, clarify the journey. Hope, unexpected money in reverse, and the living room. It's bringing this money to a hopeless situation, to some little what has been seen as a hopeless situation. This sad story that is broke, a broke sad story. Well, you know what I mean by that, collective, right? Because you know your position. And so he's bringing this with this living room. How interesting how that's come out. Clarify the Emperor here, please, with the Chariot. The Lovers. Did I not say divine unions were coming into play? But I'm not sure whether this is the same person as the King of Pentacles. That's so interesting. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Oh, a good lady in reverse. So this could mean that it's a good man. I'm not sure. Is this person? What is this? What is this, Spirit? Why is the good lady coming out in reverse? The rich lady. Rich girl. Official. And dishonor. So this is confusing. A rich girl was dishonored. This dishonor, that's the lie. That was the lie. Somebody being dishonoured by lies as a bad person. But this person's actually an official person. That's the lie. Wow. Somebody's not well. Change. So this is bringing change. So, wow. Oh, so can you clarify the King of Wands here, please, Spirit? Clarify the King of Wands. This is marriage in reverse. Marriage in reverse. Clarify. This could be past energy. Unwell. So somebody, this is like an ex-husband, is unwell. Did I not say that somebody was going to have a last-ditch energy, a last-ditch effort to discredit the collective here? And this could be somebody who is ill. This could be an ex-partner or ex-husband. So can you clarify the sun, please? The house. I just heard the house of the rising sun, but this person could have been expired. So this is going two ways. This is telling me two things here. that this is the house of the rising sun, you know, the loss of them. What is it? There is a house in New Orleans, they call it the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God knows I'm one. This is this ex-husband in this house, but it's also giving me the house of God. So we've got those two stories happening here. The past, the present, and the future are here. This is over. The world, the world, and we've got the new beginning, the child. That's fantastic. Judgment. Because judgment is here for all the murky thoughts, all the murky ways. The whole world is under judgment. But in particular in this personal story that's here, there's a masculine energy who could be an ex-partner, is under extreme judgment, and this is why they're ill, because of their murky thoughts, because they were going to try and, again, one last ditch effort to discredit, dishonour the collective. You understand? So clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. What's this Ten of Pentacles? Coming soon. A short term. Short time. Out of court. There's no legal matter, because no legal matter came out too, didn't it? Clarify the Knight of Wands. A good Lord is coming quickly, and there's no legal issues. Somebody's bringing the Ten of Pentacles. What is this relationship with the Ten of Pentacles? A lot of money. I asked, well, what is the relationship with the Ten of Pentacles? It's about money. So this could be a work situation. Is there love here, Spirit? Is there love? Because there's love here with this Emperor. And like I said, this could be a different person. Who's this love energy? Success in love. A meeting. Meeting at a house. A meeting at a house. Somebody met at a house. Did somebody meet at the house of the rising sun? That's funny. Or did they meet at the house of God? This person's moving quickly anyway. They're coming in a chariot to meet the collective. I don't know whether this is somebody you already know or not. Meeting. A main male. This is definitely somebody's Emperor here. It's not ended. There's big luck. But it's bad news for somebody. Clarify this main male. Expectation. Expect a main male is coming to meet the collective. This is an Emperor. And they're no thief. So that's nice to know, isn't it? It's pleasant news. Pleasant news. But we have a gift in reverse. Where is that in reverse? A gift in reverse. A false person. Is this an interception? What is this? somebody's going to jail. So the pleasant news is that somebody else is going to jail, whoever this false person was that didn't bring any gifts, that didn't bring a gift. So that could have been this ex-partner here that has got an illness, and that could be their imprisonment. Their illness could be their imprisonment because they brought no gifts, they were false. And that's come with the murky thoughts up here. But yeah, so this could be like this last ditch effort to come and tell a lie, but it's not accepted. With this gift in reverse and this false person in prison, it's not expected. Not expected. I just said from a main male, or it's not expected. There's no grief for the collective here. And there's no thief. Yeah. So there's an ending for a new beginning. And this looks pretty damn good. New beginning for the collective, because we've got some serious good stuff coming in for the collective. I'm just going to ask who, I don't know, I never really get real clear messages of this, but who is the Emperor here, please, Spirit? Can you tell us who this Emperor is? Who is this Emperor that's coming in to meet the collective? It could be a Sagittarius. Who else? Because we've got a lot of collective here. We've got a love interest for sure. That's travelling. And there's a nephew. They could be travelling with a nephew. Who else is here? Or this could be somebody's nephew, maybe a Taurus. Or I think family. They could be travelling with family. Who is the Emperor? The police? Oh my goodness. Could be a police officer. We've got a brother that's in reverse and a sister. I'm not sure where that's... I'm not sure what this means. A past brother, because the brother came out in reverse. Why is the sister and brother here? The family. Somebody could be, maybe in the police. This might have something to do with who's going to jail with the police here. So with the pleasant news, somebody travelling, a love interest is travelling. It still doesn't, we've got a Scorpio. Could be travelling. Gemini. Clarify, let me pick these up again. Take it as it resonates for you, alright? We can... Okay, clarify the King of Pentacles. We've got a Gemini. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Scorpio. Love interest. Traveling. So there you go. So I'm going to leave it right here. And please like, share and subscribe. That was a pretty major story today on this 8-8 portal. It's pretty important. So please go and deliberately write down what you do want, not what you don't want. Manifest that now. It's the 8-8 portal that brings us closer to the Holy Spirit, because that portal is open. So manifest, write down, do something creative, or draw or paint, write music, something to manifest in the spirit of love. Okay, because this is going to bring in what we do want, not what we don't want. This is abundance and love. This is abundance and love here. Okay? So please like, share and subscribe. And you can donate to Super Thanks if you'd like. Otherwise, just please have a great day, and make sure your thoughts are in order, and make sure your thoughts are of love, okay? Of peace and harmony, okay? Don't watch the news, don't get tied up with all that, anything negative. Move away and letting go. This is actually now is very, very important, because for what you manifest for this next whole cycle. And so it's really, really important to let go of anything that does not serve you anymore. Let go of, to move into this new cycle with what we do want, okay? Not what you don't want. Let go and thank God for your lessons, and move into this new cycle with a new energy, with what you do want, alright? So I'll leave it there, and please have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again in the next reading. Bye-bye.